What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to my channel. So what we're gonna be discussing today is family relationships are built on trust. Okay, so before we get into it, we're gonna see a little bit about me. All right, you guys. So I just had to do the video, just a little bit of what I can get, and it could have been longer, but my recording thing don't go long. So we're gonna do as much as we got, and then we're gonna talk about the situation. Like the little that I got. The little that I have is basically um a guy from Fort Worth, Texas, that he murdered his father. But he was in jail already for some difficulties in his life or whatever. But his name is Braylon Brown. But we're gonna discuss this or whatever. But he had the just listen, and we'll. Chauffeur, bullet buyer key to shooter's conviction in Fort Worth murder plotted from jail. The shooter who carried out on a Fort Worth man a hit that was orchestrated by the victim's son and was motivated in part by the notorious Crips criminal street gang members discussed with a multi-generational intrafamily sexual relationship was on Wednesday sentenced to 65 years in prison. Leaning from the tinted rear window of a sedan driven by a woman he was dating, Damone Cotton felled Kevin Brown Sr. at the mouth of the victim's driveway with a rifle-fired gunshot wound to Brown's head. Cotton committed the January 25, 2022, killing at the behest of Braylon Brown, a widely known rapper in Fort Worth whom he met when both were held at a juvenile prison. Later, from inside the Tarrant County Jail, Braylon Brown arranged the particulars of how and when his father was to die via telephone calls and in text messages he sent on an iPad-like device provided to inmates by the county's sheriff's office. Cotton shot Kevin Brown Sr. in exchange for $2,000 to $3,000 promised by Braylon Brown, according to Ashlyn Durham, who told the jury in Cotton's trial on a murder indictment that she was driving when Cotton opened fire from the rear seat of a black Chrysler 200. At a trial in November, Braylon Brown was himself found guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison. Beyond his father's killing, Braylon Brown, who is 23, was indicted on murder and 2 other homicides in Fort Worth. Braylon Brown cajoled accomplices using fear. Okay, so I don't know what the other choices that he has. I know that I think it's the same thing, like murder or whatever also, but I'm gonna get into. So it's a famous rapper kills his well, hold on, kills his wait a minute, his famous rapper kills his father for getting his baby mama pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? So think about how this young man feel. Think about how this young man feel. He's in jail. This is his father. That the father's free. Father's out of jail. He's not in jail. But think about, this is your daughter-in-law. This is your daughter-in-law, and you will want to pregnate her. But I still don't feel that it was right to kill the father or whatever. But that's why I say a lot of people need to understand, like, boundaries. Some things that you do and some things you do. That's a code. You understand what I'm saying? That's a code, like, where fathers don't participate in engaging with they daughter-in-law. You understand what I'm saying? No. No, 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 no. The same way with the other. The mother don't engage in the son-in-law. But okay, so we're gonna get into this. So family relationships are built on trust, love, and clear boundaries. When these boundaries are crossed, the effect can be deeply painful. Not just for those directly involved, but for the entire family. You understand what I'm saying?
So a father who was, just think about a father who, after raising his son and then watch his son become a parent of himself. You understand what I'm saying? And to see, I don't, yeah, to see the parent, wait a minute, to see a parent with your partner is out of line. That's out of line. Or either he heard that his father was with his baby mama. Yeah, his baby mama, but his baby mama, his his baby mama. So you got to understand that these are boundaries that you don't cross. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if she looked it good or whatever it is, but I don't see that. I still feel that he should have, had his father killed for that situation. But this situation is not only emotionally distressing, but also rises important question about loyalty, respect, and the consequences of breaking trust within a family. So the father role and responsibilities. You got to know that a father is traditionally seen as a protector, mentor, or moral guide within the family. Watching a son grow up and begin his own family is typically a moment of pride. You being proud of your son and his fulfillment. It reflects on the father's effort in raising a responsible, independent adult. This bond is built on years of shared experience, guidance, and unconditional support. When a father when a father oversteps boundaries with his daughter-in-law, with his daughter-in-law, he undermines his role and the trust that placed in him. This act can be seen as betrayal, and it is not only against his son, but also against the value, the very value he was supposed to uphold. The consequences reach far beyond the individual involved, shaking a foundation of the family unit. So don't do that if you know you're a father and mm-mm, no, that's just like a father wanna we see it all the time. It happen. Like fathers want to join in with a child with another woman. You understand? Mm-mm. No, it's not right. For the son, discovering such a relationship between his father and his baby mama is often devastating. And I know that's what he felt. It was devastating to him, but he reacted in a way that I know that he regretted. I know that he does. He regret from what he did. I know he do, but you can't change that because he's already gone. You understand? So they might struggle to understand the sudden. No, devastating. It combines the pain of material moral betrayal within the heartbreak. So the feeling may be confusing. Confusing. And then like how I know he felt the anger and a sense of loss. Like this, you know that this is my partner. Why would you go off and do that? That's is crazy. So you got to think about that. And then I don't know if I don't well the famous rapper kills his father for getting his baby mama pregnant. So, but the man that passed away, his father is, and I don't know why he's a junior, The man that passed away is Kevin Brown Sr., and his name is Braylon. This don't make sense. Braylon Brown Jr. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. Unless his name is Kevin Braylon Brown. I don't know. I don't know. And it's crazy how the world is set up. But you gotta understand this is real life stories. So, and I was gonna talk about this tomorrow, but I want to talk about this this on this one right here because life is a journey. And I'm gonna say this all the time. Every time that I get on my channel and I want to talk about something, I'm gonna keep on saying it over and over and over again. Life is filled with ups and downs, challenges and victories. Challenges and victories. One of the most powerful truths many people learn along the way is that sometimes you have to go through you have to go through the worst to get to your best, man. The ideal though difficulties to accept in the middle of hardship can be a guiding light during dark times. The worst moment in our lives often become the stepping stone that leads us to greater to our greater growth and success. Adversities, I'm just telling you straight up, the nature of adversities is an un unavoidable part of life. You can't avoid it. So no one can escape difficulties in their life. No one can escape that. Whether it comes in a form of personal loss, failure, disappointment, or even moments of doubt. I mean, deep self doubt. You understand what I'm saying? It's you can't escape it. These experiences can feel overwhelming, and it is natural to wish for an easier path. Oh, let me tell you, a lot of people can wish for an easier path. However, adversity also often carries hidden lessons. Listen to what I tell you. Adversity often carries hidden lessons and opportunities for personal development. But a lot of people don't want to grow in life. When you're stuck on one situation, and it's plenty of opportunities for you to grow in life. So in times of hardship, we are forced to confront our limits and weakness. We learn what we truly are made of. When hard times come in our life and it seeps into our life, we find out who we truly are. We find out what we truly are made of. When everything familiar is stripped away. When everything is familiar that's stripped away, everything that you used to doing, everything that everything that you used to doing, everything that was aligned with what you thought was gonna happen in your life, when it's stripped away, you start getting a different outlook on life. Struggle challenges us to adapt, to find strength we never knew we had, and to face and to face our fear, face the fear and uncertainty. You understand what I'm saying? So, oh shoot, I got a lot of stuff to do. I thought I was done. Growth through struggle. Growth through struggle. It often said that diamonds are formed under pressure. Listen, it often says that diamonds are formed under pressure. So the same is true for people. Difficult difficult experiences push us out of our comfort zone to force us to develop resilience, encourage, and uh, uh, resourcefulness. Only by facing and overcoming our greatest challenge do we discover our potential. So you always got to know that everybody done faced this before. So, for example, many successful individuals have stories of failure behind their achievement. You got to understand that everybody done faced adversities in their life once upon a time of their life. You just ain't just got to this place, or if you famous or you this, you haven't just got to that place just by accident, or you just haven't got to that place, it fell from the tree and it landed in your lap. Uh-uh. Everybody go through problems. Everybody go through everything. So the role of perspective. So how we view our struggles greatly affect what we gain from them. If we see if we see difficult times as punishment or a sign of weakness, they can break our spirit. But if we view them as opportunities, we learn and grow. Even the worst experience can become meaningful. Resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's not about avoiding pain, but it's about finding purpose and hope in the midst of it. By embracing challenges as part of life journey, we become more we become more adaptable and prepared for whatever the future holds. And don't let nobody tell you that, oh, your future look like this. Your future gonna be built on this. We don't know the future. That's why I tell you all the time, we living in the now. You got to worry about what's going on right now. If you worry about what's going on right now, then you're living. Worry about what's going on right now. Don't worry about what's going on in the future, or you go get your palm read and they tell you that, oh, you ain't gonna never find love, or your love gonna come tomorrow. They just telling you a story. Telling you a story. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. All that card reading and tarot. Don't listen to that. That's just to get your money. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't. And the only reason I look at it on Facebook is because they already know the situation, what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? They already know what the situation was going on. So I just look at them because they already know everything that's going on. So I look at them, like for real. But I don't believe in the stuff. You predicting this stuff because you already know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't predict what's going on in the future. You can't tell me, oh, you gonna live your best life. You gonna do this. You don't know what I'm gonna do. I might not make it through the night. You don't know that. So can no damn reader tell me nothing about my situation? That's something that y'all be putting on there. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. That be something that y'all be putting on there. I don't believe in that shit. So moving towards your best, reaching your best self is rarely a straight, smooth path. The journey is marked by setbacks, detours, and obstacles. However, each trial you endure adds something valuable to your character. The wisdom gained from mistakes, the empathy developed through suffering, and the confidence built from overcoming fears all contributes to your growth. Okay. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I haven't. If I stutter and Stanley, so I know that I cussed a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not a content creator, but if it come across your screen, if it don't, it don't. If it do,